Hello mga katribu. Good day. It's another exciting episode of Straight Talk where we bring you the stories and insight that shape the industries and communities around us. I'm Chito Lozada and I'm thrilled to be with you today.
We're thrilled, okay.
Yes.
We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune now on YouTube, offering you in-depth discussions with the country's top leaders and experts. I'm Teddy Montelibano. Okay.
So we're joined today by Mr. David Andre Sison, President of Mama Lou's Italian Kitchen and Restaurant Owners Association of the Philippines, and
He plays a key role.
Crystal
Sison.
Crystal.
The better half. So they both play a pivotal role in the restaurant business. So
Fostering collaboration.
welcome.
Sure.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Hi,
Please,
Chito.
So long, very long introduction.
Teddy, thank
Yeah,
you.
okay,
Thank you
well,
for
yeah,
having us.
this is,
Yeah.
thank you for your time.
Yes.
And,
a pleasure
well,
to be here.
well, as Chito said, he's thrilled to be, I'm equally thrilled because that's one of my favorite topics, food. I come from Bacolod. I'm Ilonggo. I love to eat.
Wow.
Have you ever been?
We're going to Bacolod on. Yeah, we're going to Bacolod on Friday.
We're
So
flying on
it's
Friday.
my first
We are
time.
the same flight.
Talaga?
I'm going to Bacolod on Friday.
Oh, wow.
What time's your flight?
To
Why?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
leaving in the morning.
Yeah.
You really, why? What's in
No,
Bacolod?
it's our first time.
Why?
So we had a.
Bacolod now, a lot of food
I
exciting.
know. So we're attending
events.
this giant paella by LTB Philippines. They have an event.
Oh, LTB is going to be in Bacolod?
Yes,
You see,
yes,
even
yes.
LTB is.
Yeah,
There's
they're
the
going-
Talk Blanche.
Yes, Latok
With,
Blanche. Correct.
with
Jay
Jay.
Gamboa.
Jay's a
Yes.
good friend of mine.
Yes.
My
oo.
goodness, these guys. We have common friends. Yeah. So Jay will be in
Common
Bacolod.
denominator.
Yes. On
Fantastic.
Saturday. So we're going there.
Where? Where's it gonna
forgot
be?
Parang it's somewhere in
Silay?
Silay. Correct. In Silay.
Layo naman.
Silay.
Far. I have a wedding. I have a wedding in that area. Anyway,
Oo.
so okay, this couple
Uh-huh.
have started an Italian restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo.
So which actually was started by Crystal's parents. Can you give us a little background about how Mama Lou's started?
Mama Lou's,
I'd
yeah.
love to. My mom and my dad, they're both very passionate individuals. My mom is Malu,
Okay.
and my dad's name is Richard, and they just love to entertain people. So they decided to open their first restaurant in BF Homes,
Homes.
Aguirre. So
How long ago was that?
this was 2001.
2000. Not so
Yes.
far. Not
So
long ago.
during those years, we were one of
4
the
years.
first handful restaurants that opened in Aguirre before Aguirre became the Aguirre that it is today.
Correct,
And it
correct.
was a family restaurant. It operated for about 10 years.
Wow, 10 years then.
Yes.
Up to
And then,
2010.
so we were only leasing then. And one day, my mom had this brilliant idea na, why don't we transfer the restaurant into one of our old houses?
Okay.
Because that house, we were trying to sell it for over 5 years. Wala pong gustong bumili. Nobody wanted to buy because
Yeah, okay.
as a home, you couldn't really imagine. It's in a corner. It's very busy, right?
Yeah.
So who would want to live there?
Yeah,
So I said,
yeah,
my mom said,
BF especially.
yeah, let's just convert it. And then finally, my dad agreed. And that was one of the best decisions my family ever did.
Because
Because then now, that was the
Obviously.
start of what Mama Lou's is today.
so you changed the name.
Yes, we did. We had
From?
to change the name from Café Francais. So Café Francais is a French cafe.
Okay.
We had European food, meaning Spanish, French, because my dad's French Canadian, Italian food, and some Filipino dishes. So that's why when you look at the menu of Mama Lou's today, you will still see dishes like gambas and salpicao, which aren't really Italian, right?
Spanish, no?
But it's part of our history and our story that we keep it there. Not only because it's part of the story, but because They're good. They're good dishes, and these are recipes of my mom and my dad that we would like to, keep there in the menu for as long as we can, and as long as people continue to order them.
Of course. Yes.
So,
But who was the one instrumental in changing the name?
Okay, so it happened at the dinner when we were deciding and planning not to move the restaurant, and then David here, we were still dating then,
Yeah.
had this brilliant idea na, why don't we call it after your mom?
Oh,
Oh,
Diba?
so it was
Parang-
the idea.
Yes,
We're starting to
yes.
make sip-sip. Okay. No, but so David, so you decide, that was your idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and then so what happened?
So, well, this was 2010, and
2010,
back in 2010, parang I think for a brand to really succeed, it has to have a strong recall.
Strong recall.
And
Yeah.
the recall was
Kasi
really,
Cafe Francais pa.
yeah, it wasn't really, it was not that, didn't have that.
But still, 10 years, huh? 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
so-
long run also.
Yes.
So I think there's a certain affinity when you remember the name, and there's a certain affinity when it's a person. I mean,
Yes,
when you look
correct.
at brands now,
Yeah.
if it's the name of a person, it has a stronger connection,
The
especially
mama
here in
will
the
immediately
Philippines.
see a woman, apron.
So yeah, and you would see a lot of brands out that have been thriving with those names, no names of persons. So
Yes.
and whatnot. And Mama Lou, yeah, Mama Lou's just really
But
resonates about family.
did the menu change from Cafe
Uh,
Francais?
Well,
No, Was there a
it,
shift in menus as well?
so the eating habits shifted. So I mean, people at that time, I think
2010.
we kept so the European restaurant, we kept all the Italian dishes, the pizza and the pasta.
Mm.
So and the pasta, it has to be cooked al dente. It has to be cooked
course.
fresh, no?
Yes.
You cannot pre-cook the pasta.
Can be
So
overcooked.
cannot be overcooked, cannot be undercooked, just to the bite, right? And that's what we kept. That's what we made sure. I remember we were using Barilla number 6 pasta then, which takes 6 minutes to cook. So it's not a long time, right?
Yeah.
But it's really, I mean, when you bite into it, it's really, it's not so big, and it's not too thick, and the sauce is very well with the
How
noodles,
many
so.
how many pasta varieties do you have?
So now, well, from before, now we don't have that much. We have spaghetti, fettuccine,
But
a
the
bit of
number of
linguine.
dishes.
Do you have carbonara?
Of course.
Carbonara with a raw egg?
We have
With
the
the raw
authentic
egg.
carbonara, which is egg and
No- no
Parmigiano Reggiano and Pecorino Romano.
No cream.
But yeah, with no cream. But
Correct,
we also
okay.
have some
No,
something
you-
with
now
cream,
you
right?
wanna- you want to try, please.
So we have two carbonara dishes.
Because
You have to try
Filipinos
with
say
a
that carbonara is with cream. Hindi pwede. Papatayin ka ng Italiano if you put cream. But I guess Filipinos. But you
It's,
do have carbonara with raw
with cream.
egg.
We have carbonara with cream. We have carbonara without cream. So the carbonara with cream is carbonara bianca, and the carbonara is just a plain carbonara. And I think when you look at authenticity, because people ask, I mean, what makes a restaurant authentic, or what makes Italian restaurant authentic? And I mean, an authentic carbonara is a carbonara without cream, right? But when
Well,
you
with
look
raw
at
egg.
with raw egg,
With
right?
egg, yeah.
But when you look at the market, and when you look at Filipinos and what they grew up with, right? And if it's a carbonara, I mean, if I grew up with carbonara with cream, that for me is authentic, right? I mean, you're in the Philippines, we have a lot of cream.
Debatable.
So it's a but in terms of preference, I think when you really taste just the raw egg and really quality 24-month Parmigiano Reggiano or Pecorino Romano,
Issues, man.
I mean it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
And
crazy,
of course, pancetta or
Of course,
guanciale,
pancetta.
sorry, guanciale and pancetta.
Guanciale, yeah.
So when you eat it with that, I mean it's really
So you have
amazing.
those?
We have those, yeah.
What time is I go to I'm going to go have lunch.
So-
You're
Yeah,
talking
no.
to a hardcore foodie.
Authentic ano talaga.
I grew up
Yeah.
with good food. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But good.
yeah.
Very lucky.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so then, how long is Mama Lou's? How long is it?
14
Since-
years.
Since
So
2010.
Since 2010, yeah.
14
Wow,
years.
that's a long run as well, huh?
Yeah.
2010. Well, it's yeah. It's it
David
was
likes
lucky.
to say, and it's just beginning. We're just at the beginning.
Because
I really envy your zest, your energy and all that. That reminds me of when I was 39 years old. I was 39 years old.
That was last year.
I was clambering all over the walls. Anyway,
So how many branches do you have right now?
We have a total of 30 restaurants. So aside-
30 restaurants?
Yes.
30?
30 restaurants.
30 restaurants,
Yes.
different kinds.
27
Or 30
Mamalus.
branch.
27 Mamalus. We have 27 Mamalus. We have 2 Filipino restaurants. We have so since then, we've explored we have 2 Filipino restaurants. It's called FAMU.
What's
It's located
What's it called?
FAMU. It's a farm-to-table Filipino restaurant. It's a pandemic-born business. So we have 2 locations. One in Ayala Malls in
That's
Vermosa.
interesting.
One in Silang, Cavite.
Ayala Malls where?
In Vermosa. It's in
Vermosa.
Cavite.
Imus.
Imus.
In
Imus,
Cavite.
Cavite.
Not in Manila.
Not, I think, yeah, well, not here, but it's an amazing
So
development.
why don't you introduce Baninas to that?
Yes, we
Well,
hope
I
to,
mean,
we hope to.
So
yeah.
it's Cavite's gain and Manileños.
We also have we open a microbrewery. So we have a microbrewery. So
Where?
we craft our own beer in
Where?
Silang. So we have a property in Silang.
Silang, ha?
Silang,
What's
it's
in
in Santa
Silang?
Rosa, going to
I'm so
Tagaytay.
envious about Silang.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
Silang. You should go to a good restaurant.
Yes.
Just never mind. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that later.
Okay.
We
Okay.
talked about the brewery.
Yeah. The brewery.
So,
Yeah, it's
how do you do that? Do you sell
so
bottles?
Microbrewery.
we sell, we brew our own beer. So
What's the name?
I have a
What do you call it?
partner.
What do you
It's
call
called Browbass. Browbass. So Brow
B-R-O-W.
Braubass.
Browbass.
Browbass. Yeah.
B-R-A-U. And Bass. How do you
Bass
spell
Bass is the name of my partner. His name is Basam. So he's a
How do you
he's
spell
a
that? How do you spell Bass?
Bass B-A-S-S. So he's a
Okay.
brewer.
Browbass.
He-
Okay.
He really advocates the German purity law.
Is he foreigner?
He's foreigner, yeah. So and the German beer, you know what's amazing is this beer. But I finished 3 liters. There's no hangover. It's really pure.
Really?
It's clean. You have to try. I mean,
Marami
it's
kang pasample sa amin.
oh, baba. Hindi, I mean, I can attest that
My
like Crystal can
goodness.
attest.
Yes, I can.
You?
It's a clean beer.
They use it as a guinea pig.
Yes, often, and I'm more than
Often.
willing. Before
You
that,
like
I
beer.
never really enjoyed beer.
Beer.
If I would drink beer, I'd have a San Miguel Cerveza Negra. That's my kind of beer. Yeah. And then this one, he uses only 4 ingredients: water, malt, hops, and yeast. He doesn't, and then he lagers the beer for over 45 days.
So lager is a process.
It
Yes,
is a
that's
process.
like
yeah.
the fermentation and the aging of
You should go
the,
to
the
the you
beer.
should go to Sila and then check.
Well, invite you there.
Yes.
That's the secret of the beer. It's really, it takes time. So that's why craft beers are more expensive because it takes time to lager the beer.
And we do small batches.
So-
So
as
lager,
well.
that's something I learned. So when you say lager, it's a process actually.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a
Kasi
process of making the beer.
what the big breweries do, they put carbon dioxide, no? CO2. So to
Yung carbon
quicken the
dioxide stops it.
process, to
It
quicken the
stops it.
process. So I thought this
But-
is just a natural fermentation.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
that,
and-
that makes a difference.
So have you?
There's no
I guess you've tried
hangover.
other kinds of micro.
Of course.
You've tried. God Almighty, here we go.
Yeah,
again with the-
Encanto and I mean these
Flying
guys.
Eagle. This one, Flying Eagle.
Yeah,
there.
Monkey Eagle.
Monkey
Yeah.
eating eagle.
These guys are all doing
Monkey
it.
eating
Yeah.
eagle. Owned by
Or
a
just
friend of
monkey
mine.
English.
Yeah.
No, it's
yeah.
monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey eagle. It used to be called monkey eating. That
Yes,
is
yeah.
cat eating.
Yeah,
And then Encanto.
yes, Encanto is one of the more
And then a friend
popular
of mine
ones.
also
Popular
owned
ones,
the first one in Poblacion. Forgot Smoker's Brew. Was that?
Joe's Brew.
Si Marco Virey.
Oh, Joe's Brew.
Joe's Brew.
Yes, that's an amazing beer. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
sarap
kind of
din yan.
strong.
Yeah, it is.
Marco.
It is. Yeah, I know.
No, it's not Marco. It's really
Joey,
a brother of
Joey
Marco.
Viray.
Joey
Yeah,
Viray.
I was part of
But
it
Marco
as well.
came back from
Oh.
from New York
Yes,
to help
yes.
because it was growing already.
Yeah. So,
And then he never left.
Correct.
Marco came and never
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
So for
Poblacion.
Browbass, you don't have to go all the way to Silang. So that's where we have our brewery.
Where?
However, in select Mamalus,
Yeah.
we have it fresh on tap.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
How come we
then,
never
We can
heard
go
of
there.
Mama Luz before? I don't understand why.
It's never too late.
Maybe
I mean,
we
it's
don't promote it enough.
some people like to keep it a secret.
27 stores. How can you keep 27 stores a secret?
27 stores. I don't think so.
yeah. So
And the last to know. Anyway.
So, how's business? Is it doing good?
Yeah,
right
it's
now?
we're quite fortunate enough that especially during the pandemic, I think we doubled our size for the past 2 years. We explored locations that we never thought of exploring. I think we opened around 6 restaurants this year.
Okay, 6 years.
This year alone,
this
we
year.
opened 6 branches.
Where?
Uh, where we opened in SM Fairview, SM Santa
God, you
Rosa,
guys are really
in
energetic.
Alabang Country Club.
Okay.
Saan pa ba? SM Gateway.
Santa
So
Tomas.
we
So there's a
opened
Mama Luz in Alabang?
in
Country
Alabang.
Club?
Yes, in Alabang Country Club, there's Mama Luz there as well.
Oh, that's why no wonder really is the one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gateway is
Oo.
the nearest place where
Gateway,
we can,
Gateway, yeah. We also
No,
have
Gateway is
Gateway.
in Subao.
In Cubao, yeah.
We
We have there.
as well.
We're opening in we're opening we're
Are
opening
you in Grub?
We are. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We are also in
So I
Grab.
don't need to
Yeah,
go all the
yeah.
way there. Just
So yeah, well, we also have our own delivery. We'll send you.
Good,
It's just
okay.
mamaluz.com.
Order.mamaluz.com.
Yeah, order.mamaluz.com.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can order. Yeah.
Great, fantastic.
So, yeah. I mean, business has been, ano naman, I think the restaurant business, it's really, you have to remain relevant. I think that's always been the key because there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of local choices and there's a lot of foreign choices.
Manila.
So
pa.
you're just gonna be
Yeah.
one of the choices of the people. And I think with the generation now, with TikTok and all these Facebook reels and all, you can grow your business just by getting that
Social
viral
media.
with social media, right? Utilizing that correctly.
Yeah.
But you can also, hurt your business by doing that
By-
incorrectly. Because if you advertise, if you're what people see in social media is not what they experience in the
Yeah,
restaurant.
patay ka.
yeah.
I mean, you're not. It's easy
you're
to
in
lose a
trouble.
customer,
Yeah,
right?
because it's
So-
also easy to disparage a restaurant, di ba? Through
Correct.
social
Through
media.
social
It can go
media.
viral right away.
So
You can ruin the reputation of
So I think it
there
goes
is
back to
another-
the values of the restaurant. I think, and then I believe that culture and hospitality is very important. So yun yung sa amin,
Especially Filipinos,
that
no?
was always been our foundation. We're lucky. We're very blessed to have a team who are very inspiring, who are very optimistic, and really, and then I think that's the team that you should build. And then yun yung hinahanap talaga namin sa team namin. You have to be naturally optimistic. You have to have a high degree of empathy. You have to be very hospitable because Filipinos are the most hospitable people.
Yes, I guess.
I
yes.
know.
Wherever you-
So
Yeah,
it's just inspiring them na lang. Now, how do you inspire them to continue working? How do you inspire them to really, bring meaningful connections to your customers, to your guests?
So we will
So it's all-
answer that when
the real secret.
we're taking a commercial
I know,
break.
but we'll just talk.
And this break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, Hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you. Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
Utol, once just a colloquial term for a brother or sister. Today, the same term stands for a better option to your transportation needs. Unified Transport Operations League, or better known as UTOL, was established to give you an alternative to ride-hailing, with the concept of availing the service with care and compassion, as if it was rendered by your own sibling. Now, who would you prefer to drive you home? Uto, the ride-hailing app to consider.
So, Ted, we're back, and we have here our guests,
Crystal and David.
Crystal and David.
Crystal and David.
David
yeah.
and Crystal.
Yes, yes.
Who's really whetting our appetites. talking about. But that's something more serious.
we can shift our topic now.
Yeah.
Maybe to the advocacies against the use of fake PWD and senior cards in restaurants. Yeah, this is a problem, right?
Are there a lot?
So,
Are there a lot? Have you encountered a lot?
I think for the restaurant, when you look at the data, so before we see, because it's ano naman eh, parang I think what people have to understand is there are privileges, right, that is given for senior citizens, PWDs in Quezon City, single parent, athletes. So these privileges, even athletes, so these privileges, when you dine in a restaurant, you get 20% off, and the VAT gets removed. So whatever the total price of the menu is, let's say it's 1,000 pesos. If you consume 1,000 pesos and that's what you eat,
That's 200.
you're only gonna that's less that's less 320.
Wait, why?
So there's no more VAT.
How do you break down the
But
320?
and
So 12% and 20%.
20% is the senior.
Yes.
Then 12% is the VAT.
Yes.
The VAT.
Yes. So that's
So 32?
Correct.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
around with a
Diba?
notebook from now on. Kaya na how come ganito lang?
Oh, but if you
Yeah,
consume
we've been
1,000
doing
pesos, right? If you eat it, because it's really for the your consumption, right? So
Okay.
so we never know. We and the government does not subsidize that. So that comes out of our, the 20% comes out of our pocket. So para naka-input na siya sa price rin namin, right? That's how it's supposed to be, so that we benefit from it, right? We don't lose money.
Yeah.
No, it's a small number, right? Now, the past 2 years, so our organization, ResoPH, Restaurant Owners of the Philippines, so it was an organization that shared best practices, and we look out for each other. No?
When did it start?
So this started during the pandemic.
Okay.
Right, because the restaurant is one of the most one of the most badly hit businesses.
Yeah,
I mean,
grabe.
within all the businesses.
So many
So
restaurants-
lahat kami parang
Who's the one that founded it?
nagkakilala.
Beng D?
Eric Teng. So Eric Teng is our president.
Eric
So
Teng is what? What are his restaurants?
he runs Eric and Imelda Teng, Mango Tree,
Okay.
Genki Sushi.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So now, parang for the past 2 years, we've noticed, so there's a data that for the past 2 years, lahat ng mga discounts or privileges, yung senior citizen is 65%. And the PWD is 35%.
Of what?
35.
So yun yung availments, no? Yun yung mga gumagamit. 65-35. Now, 2024, we're at the end of this year, the senior citizen went down to 50, I think around 56.
Oh, really?
55, 56. Tapos
Okay.
yung PWD tumaas. Mga 40+%
Are
na.
there lesser old people now?
I mean, it's just in 2 years, right? So
Old people.
So that data is, so we did a survey among restaurant owners. And syempre sa amin, parang that shift is quite alarming, right? Because if it's that high of a shift, and what's gonna stop? And if you see fake PWDs that you can easily buy in Marketplace or in Facebook
You can.
for only
People
300
do.
pesos, 400
People
pesos.
do that.
There's I think parang it's there may be a gap in the system because how you get the ID is coursed through different LGUs, right? So
local
different
government.
LGUs have different templates on the ID. So I think that's what the government or the NCDA is now fixing, to unify that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of complaints, and ang kawawa dito, I mean, the most affected by this are the legitimate PWDs, right? Because these guys, because the benefit is really intended for them, but
How
because
much? What's the discount?
20% less VAT.
Okay.
So these legitimate IDs, legitimate PWDs that have IDs, because there is no trust in the system, they get affected.
Get affected.
So
Because they get turned down.
well, it's
Or
now
are they rejected?
because well, it's a ano eh. Now when you look at the system, when you look at the card, the way to verify that is through a system. So there's a monitoring in the Department of Health website.
Okay.
Now, if your name doesn't come out, we would assume it's fake
Okay.
because it has to be updated. And for the restaurant, so both sides has to be protected, no? So, mahirap sa PWD, hindi mo siya mapapansin eh. Kung may
Hindi mo siya
PWD ka,
mapansin?
I can
Not
be
all
very,
disabilities.
not all disabilities is physically,
Yeah,
you cannot,
right.
right? So,
Hindi,
What kind of what kind of condition must a PWD have to be considered a somebody with...
I think you apply for it and there's a
No,
doctor
no, no.
that would
What I
say,
mean is that, what sickness? Fever, what? Or what? Chronic something?
well, I
or
think for a disability,
pilay, or what?
what we see, may mga psychosocial
Eh,
disabilities,
kung baliw
may
ka,
may mga ganun.
if you
may
meltdown, kung lagi ka na naman meltdown,
but that's,
PWD ka ba?
so doctors na yun, nagbibigay. So, yung sa amin lang, parang we really, so our organization, our association, we want to support, to really help the legitimate PWD users. So, yun yung
Yeah. Because
How do
obviously,
you find out if it's
yeah, obviously, if you're pilay,
they're
if you're Crsytal, you can see,
Yeah.
or you have polio, then
Yeah.
that's obviously.
it's,
There
But
are-
what are the other indications of
alam mo,
somebody who was
it's
PWD?
funny, parang,
Like authentically PWD.
So we have stories, and this is really funny. Like a family of 5, from the dad to the kids to the youngest kid, they all had IDs.
they all have PWD.
All of them are PWD.
All of them are
With
PWDs.
disorder?
Yeah.
Anong klaseng disorder ito?
So yun yung parang we've had incidents. Our industry, sa organization namin, may gano'n, na buong pamilya, lahat sila nabigyan ng ID. Ultimo yung bata. So parang,
And
to
you-
check namin, wala siya sa system. So now it's a question, is it legit, is it not? It's hard to, So yun
And then they
yung,
create a scene.
well, that's the issue
They
naman sa mga tao.
they
If they
create
create
a
a scene,
scene, no.
so we have no, parang we have no choice but to, we have to pacify it. So, so sa amin, parang our call is, how do we fix the system? No? Na parang we protect both parties. We protect the legitimate PWDs, we protect the restaurants, our staff, and we hold the fake PWD people and the one that gives it accountable.
Yeah.
So there has to be accountability.
Kasi the government is also affected.
Of
Since
course.
The 12% but
But yeah,
Yeah.
now there's a
No,
lot
but
of
kawawa
revenue
sila,
that is not
because they have to pay
collected.
they have to pay,
Bo-
they have to
bo-
shoulder
both
that.
government
So we
and-
shoulder to 20%, but the government loses the 12%
That's,
because of that. So there's a lot of revenue to be lost because of fake
Government
PWDs. If there's no action, malaki rin yun.
Yeah.
Na dapat na pupunta sa
Like how
government.
much are you losing every year?
So
Have
in
you made any
our,
estimates?
parang sa estimates
The
namin,
industry, I mean.
So,
The industry, I do not have. I only have like a sample computation on like a
On
1,000 peso
on
bill.
okay.
If you would pay,
but we're looking at a 1 billion peso loss, actually. Now, parang when we computed, I'm
Billion
looking at
peso
it.
in terms of what, 1 month?
I'm not sure if it's a
yearly?
it's a yearly, sa ngayon. Parang, I have that data I asked it. But, yeah, but ganun tama. So I'll get back to you. Pero they computed if this goes up, parang more than 1 billion peso loss. That 12%
A year, per
A year.
annum.
I think a year, yeah.
for the industry.
For the industry.
industry,
So if this
Laki rin
keeps
yan.
going, and it's just gonna increase. So we're hoping that it's well, I think we're looking to
So
we're
whether
hoping to
you're
get
a
there.
small restaurant or a big restaurant with multiple outlets, it is a problem.
It happens across the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
For how long have you,
The shift.
since when have you felt this? I mean, really felt it. Was it
Actually, this year was really a year that I think was because of the increase. So this year was really
But I don't
alarming for
understand, why
us.
is it that seniors went down?
It didn't.
Hindi ko maintindihan.
It's just the PWD
Went up.
Nag-increase.
went up.
So ganun pa rin naman, I think in terms of volume. Yeah.
You're worried that
I'm just wondering, no?
the seniors are
I don't
decreasing.
really care. You know, Albert Cuenca,
Yes.
during the pandemic, after the pandemic, he really put out a statement saying that, kawawa naman kami, kung pwede, wag muna, tulungan nyo kami to recover.
Correct.
Because we lost a lot. You
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
So if we want...
During the
if you-
pandemic.
No, this was towards the end.
Towards the
towards
end.
the end of the pandemic, I think. Something. Well, which is true.
And again, I'd like to really highlight again that there is a misconception of a lot of people that it is subsidized by the government. So like, okay lang to use a discount card because it's
not.
subsidized by the
I
government.
don't know what to go.
It's not.
Yes,
So
yeah.
that's something that
It should be
is a big,
emphasized.
big misconception. So to discourage them, diba? Na these are
Yeah, I
These-
like that.
these are being
the one
shouldered
shouldering
by
this is your
Oh, yeah.
restaurant.
Restaurants.
And if
Yes.
if we lose money, then we won't be able to give you the kind of service
That's
that
true,
you expect and the quality in the food, because then we will have to make, when you're a business,
Yes.
you have to have enough resources to.
well, the
to
worst
thrive,
is
diba?
prices will just we
Yeah,
can't
also.
control
Yeah.
the discounts, so
So everybody loses.
Everybody loses.
yeah, nobody really wins in this kind of
Yeah,
situation.
because if you increase the prices, then you risk also losing customers.
Yes.
Because then people just go somewhere else or something.
Yeah, so yeah, it
So-
can't be competitive anymore. So
Commercial break.
Can we have another commercial break since
And this break is brought to you by Angkas, Beat the Traffic, Bayad Center, Hashtag Bigger Better Younger Bayad, and you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart, live more today. Union Bank, it starts with you. Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
Utol, once just a colloquial term for a brother or sister. Today, the same term stands for a better option to your transportation needs. Unified Transport Operations League, or better known as Utol, was established to give you an alternative to ride-hailing, with the concept of availing the service with care and compassion, as if it was rendered by your own sibling. Now, who would you prefer to drive you home? Uto, the ride-hailing app to consider.
So, Ted, we're still here.
Yes.
And why?
So it's really a
We're having the parting words na pala.
parting words. What muna?
Maybe
So
we
what
can
are your
talk some
projects?
more.
Are there any things that anything in particular that Resto PH and or also you? What are you? Do you have anything particular for the holidays or something?
yeah.
How many restaurants do you have?
then
Is it
we can
Mama?
talk about
You have
Yeah,
Mama Luz?
Yes,
You
Mama
have
Luz, we have
Famu?
Famu. Yeah,
And what's the other one? Do you have?
we have a
we-
brewery. We
yeah,
also have
brewery.
catering. We also have a catering
Oh, you
business.
also
Yeah.
have catering.
And
So-
Nona's is the
Lola.
one that has pizza napoletana.
Yeah.
We have one in
Nona's.
Nuvali.
So
Yes. It's
okay.
named after Lola naman. So if there's
Yeah.
a mama, there's a Lola. So that's why I call it Nona's.
What is more food in the menu? Mama Luz or Nona?
Which one?
Mama Luz. Yeah.
More items in the
More
menu.
items.
Ah,
Mama Luz
Mama
is
Luz.
more,
Mama
yeah.
Luz still has
It's really for a family. So
Yes.
I want to check.
So, Nona's is more pizza and
pizza, pasta. It's so
Pizza
the
and pasta.
Yes, still pizza and pasta, but different ways, different styles. Yeah.
But the pizza in Mama Luz is
it's a thin,
Thin
crust.
crust.
What are
So
you
what's
doing?
amazing
You're
about the
ordering?
pizza in Mama Luz? So kami parang if you are familiar with the panizza, so we've
Yes.
always patterned our pizza. It's always served with alfalfa and arugula.
Yes. I
So no
think-
miss yun, no miss. Talaga kailangan may alfalfa arugula. Tapos you have that opportunity to roll it.
Yeah,
Roll mo
like
siya,
a
lagay mo
panizza.
like a panizza.
May
tapos-
Mama Luz Bambino.
Yes. That's the one in Makati.
Here.
Yeah,
Manila
yeah.
Bay. No.
you
Yeah.
ordered
So
later.
Bambino naman.
No, I'm just looking at it.
So So we're excited. We're opening Mamalu's in BGC. So we're looking to open by January.
BGC.
Well, before BGC, we're opening Mamalu's in this is in Lipa, Batangas, in Lima. The outlets
Batangas,
the outlets at Lipa.
Yes.
So we're opening that by December.
Yeah.
Then BGC. Then Quezon City, we're opening in. So we're opening in Quezon City. That would be the biggest Mamalu's
Where?
in Quezon City.
Where?
So this is in Jamboree Corner. Scout
Is it a
and Dia.
private house?
It's a house. Yeah, it's a house.
So you,
It's an old house. A 1950s house that we're converting to a restaurant.
City.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the biggest Mamalu's ever. Ano
When
ba?
is
Yes.
this?
And so what's special, particularly other than the restaurants that we're opening, is this year we have a special cake carrier that we
cake?
created.
A cake what?
Cake carrier.
Cake carrier.
Yeah,
What is
it's
that?
quite special because typically when you have a cake box, there's a cover, there's a body, right? This one opens and closes.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
like a flower.
How did you?
And then
Yeah.
it was engineered by the team.
Uh-huh.
And comes with that, of course, it comes with our own pastries and cakes. So
Yeah.
we are launching several cakes perfect for the season.
So you have a pastry maker.
Yeah. Actually, our
Yes.
pastry chef is the best pastry chef of the year.
Who?
That was 2023. He was awarded pastry
Who
chef
is
of the
this?
year. Brian Eusebio. He was Philippine Culinary Cup pastry chef of the year. So we're lucky to have him on board.
Culinary
Oh,
Cup.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
we're very grateful to have him in the team. Very talented, very passionate.
Where did he come from?
He's here. He's
No, I
based
mean,
here in
did he go
Manila.
to Benil? Did he go to what? What are
Actually,
the culinary
forgot eh,
schools?
kung saan
Ice
siya-
Camp? Did he go to?
I think I'm not sure if it's ice camp.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's something special, especially if you've been going to
dami yan,
Mamalu's.
okay, here.
We've had the same pastries
Magpapadalang.
for the past 14 years.
Yeah.
And so
You
now
can't
we're
win.
very excited to share our
Yeah.
new lines of cakes
Oh,
and pastries.
they have to try the cake.
It's like
Yeah.
you're diabetic.
May sugar-free din. Oo.
Does your pastries have a name or?
No, it's
brand?
going to be under Mamalu's.
Mamalu's
There's no separate brand for it. Maybe for now that's the plan. To just include it as part of our offerings.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Resto PH? What are there any projects or what?
So Recipe, it's really about now I think we're more into sharing best business practices at the same time,
That's right.
upskilling all our team.
Yeah.
So we've delved into technology. So ano yung mga best technology that we share that we practice or each restaurant practices. Tapos we share it. Now what is really common is really the call for the organization to help to stop the proliferation of fake
right.
PWD IDs.
That's a
So
pest.
it's
It's a
really
pesty issue.
it's not helping anyone, right? So that's we're very passionate about that now.
And thank you for the opportunity to share
Yeah.
and talk
yeah.
about it
Oh,
this,
yeah.
today.
But have you guys recovered from the pandemic? Are the members in Resto PH mostly recovered?
I think for restaurant, as you would notice, people dine out more, right? And I think the deliveries is what went down. So malls are expanding, malls are opening again everywhere. So business is back.
Vengeance spending.
It is back. So now, I mean, it's when you say back to normal, everyone's competing against each other again, right?
Great.
So it's a healthy competition, but it's good for the industry.
I think in the Philippines, regardless of what issues there are, including politics or
Yeah.
political noise, the food industry will,
We survive.
we survive.
Yes,
of
yes,
course.
yes.
Because Filipinos just love to eat.
Yes.
You know, my daughter, I have only one child, no? My daughter lives in Europe.
Yes.
When she came here, said, Papa, why are you always eating? Why do people here always eat? You know, because she lives at the time she was living in Norway, and they don't really eat. I mean, they don't like us.
Yeah.
Dito, may merienda, may yan, may breakfast, pagtapos ng breakfast, may merienda at 10 o'clock, tapos may lunch, pagtapos ng lunch, merienda at 3 o'clock. I don't know. So we want like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And,
Filipinos really love. I don't know. I didn't know to explain to her. But,
Yeah.
I said, that's why my daughter is so
It's your
slim.
daughter.
My daughter is slim. She doesn't eat. Doesn't drink also.
So guys, can we have your parting words here? So,
David.
You go,
I'm
go.
sorry,
go.
but we have
Go,
to
go. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
wrap up. Oh.
wrap up.
Today, you?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
anything.
Well, I'd like to invite everyone to come visit us in our restaurants, and where you can get to experience warm Filipino hospitality, whether you're enjoying German craft beer, having Italian
craft
food,
beer.
or enjoying Filipino food.
How many restaurants?
We have 30,
30.
30.
Yes.
27 Mamalus.
27 Momalus, and 3
2
other concepts.
All over Metro Manila.
Yes.
Yes,
Including
majority.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have outside
Batangas
as well.
and
Yeah.
Cavite.
We have Batangas.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for having us. I mean, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Dropping by and
Yeah.
telling us all about all these things that make your mouth water.
Now you're hungry.
Plus also informing us about the issues, because I never really done.
Right, yeah. That's
I mean,
important.
you know,
Yeah.
It's good to know that it's put out there, no? That there's really a problem.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you so
ano
much.
naman.
So, Mr.
so-
David and Mr. Crystal,
Yeah, Crystal and David. So that wraps up today's episode of Straight Talk. And thank you for joining us and sharing a deeper insight into the journey, values, and vision as a restaurateur.
as restaurateurs. Okay. And thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube for more discussions in topics that matter and make your mouth water.
That rhymes. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. I'm Chito Lozada.
And I'm Teddy Montelibano. Thank you for watching.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Meralco.
Alam nyo ba kung saan napupunta ang binabayad nyo sa Meralco? Dito sa series na ito, isa-isahin natin yan para maipaliwanag ko po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Joe Saldarriaga ng Meralco Corporate Communication Office. Alam nyo ba na pag nagbabayad kayo ng bill sa kuryente, nasa mga 20% lang on the average ang napupunta sa Meralco? Sa katotohanan, nahahati sa iba't ibang components ang inyong electricity bill. Kumbaga parang pizza lang yan. Kasama sa binabayaran natin ay ang generation charge na napupunta sa generation companies o mga nag-ooperate ng power plants, transmission charge na napupunta sa System Grid Operator ng Pilipinas, na National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, at iba-ibang charges na napupunta sa gobyerno. Tulad po ito ng mga subsidies, taxes, universal charges at fit-all. Kung tutuusin, tulad nga nabanggit ko, nasa around 20% on the average ang kabuang bill ang binabayad sa Meralco sa pamamagitan ng distribution charge. Ito na ang pinaka-epektibong sistema para sa electricity consumer. Iwas abala ito para hindi na isa-isahin pang bayaran ng iba't ibang kumpanya na dinadaanan ng kuryente. Naway, nabigyan linaw ko po kayo kahit papano sa inyong mga katanungan ukol sa inyong electricity bill. Hanggang sa muli, ako po si Manong Joe, ang inyong lingkod.
Isang salita si Sison. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocanong mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Ito ang senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Sison.